Affirmative.
Throwing smoke. I'm throwing a flashbang.
Throwing
Throwing
grenade.
a flashbang.
Grenade out. Throwing flashbang.
Activating the bomb. Planted. Smoke! I'm planting the bomb. Bomb has been planted.
I'm defusing the bomb.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Grab your gear and let's go. Throwing smoke.
Smoke! Smoke! Flashbang!
Smoke. Flashbang.
Counter-terrorists win.
Oh yeah! Move it! Smoke. Grenade out. Throwing flashbang.
Throwing the flashbang! Throwing the
Laying down
flashbang!
smoke.
Smoke!
Deploying flashbang.
Throwing smoke! Flashbang! I'm planting. Bomb has
Throwing
been
flashbang. Flashbang. Throwing smoke. Defusing the bomb.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
By Trouble. I know he was low and I know he was smoked off, but Flush hadn't even taken the sight then and he's peeking through. They could have at least got the player inside to bait for him, and then he could have picked and tried to kill Flusher in the back. Just a bad decision there by the T's to pick Flusher.
We'll see how they adjust from this one. It looks like it may well be an A play.
They've gone the 4 spies, they're back on that mentality.
Almost was holding the angle, doesn't manage to land the shot. Second time of asking, doesn't get it either. Was caught slightly, but he knows that likely to be pushing through. He's had the support of JW, who's tossed down that molly to keep them away from dropping. 2 of them boosted, Troubley and Next. Flashes go out. Troubley is going to drop down and try and follow this one through. Olafmeister expecting someone to push onto box already. Troubley is creeping his way down there now. Unseen so far. Takes the peek.
Ready for this.
Scoped up, he's looking towards the boost at the moment. He's not ready and waiting for Troubley. And he actually doesn't have any support in the mid either, because they've already rotated to cover off that A site. Crim's flashed out meanwhile over on B. In checkers, he's going to pop around the corner. Crystal hasn't checked this corner at XG. Troubley does get Olaf, that's down in the middle as well. And Crim's popping around, and he's going to get one down in checkers. Crystal's there, Flusher gets a second. And they didn't quite check the angles. Troubley tries to come through, he gets taken. And this B push has been stopped dead in its tracks as Crims manages to take it down. But now it is a one-on-one as Dennis manages to get the kill, but that bomb is loose and Crims has his eye on it. Dennis is going to get through.
Too many places to check here for him.
He's going to check every angle. They're going to hear him pick it up, but Crims has gone wandering. Instead, he's going to prefer to go for the retake here. Bomb plant going in.
Why?
Counter-terrorists win.
Time to run down.
He could have played it safe. He would have given his team a lot of money for the next round, and then he still had a 1v1 chance. But instead, he's tried to be the hero, gone to face Crimson, and cost his team a plan.
Just them couple of steps. I mean, it's one of those things. You just gotta know your timing. How long it's going to take you to get from that position to that site to get that bomb plant down. Just a couple of looks, but nonetheless, after what was effectively a very good mid play, they probably should have closed that round out.
Considering they didn't have any smokes and flashes to execute with late round, they did really well to trade and get to that position, and he could have had a plan. I'm really confused.
Well, Spitty has been taken down. Pronax with the door shots on towards Squeaky. And that's immediately shut this attack down in its tracks. Olafmeister will take Dennis down. He's just got the P250s left. JW and Olafmeister will gun them down. 5-0 Fnatic. Looking a little bit easy now as Penta start to lose out on those rounds they just should have won.
If they don't get this round, I feel like it's going to spiral out of control here. This could be the round that breaks Penta.
Okay, let's see if it works out. They've got themselves the AWP for the first time. Spitty is going to have that one. We'll see if he uses it boost. No, he's going to try and rush straight towards it. And actually, he's running headlong. JW was actually pushing close. He switches weapons, gives it across the crystal. So purely down to that spawn position to see if he could get that open frag, but didn't work out. Was blocked off by Fnatic.
Fnatic aren't opting to pick up any AWPs yet. They must be trying to get their economy really buffed up before they pick them up.
Olafmeister, I think he had one in the earlier on, but we haven't seen JW go into that single-handed defensive strategy that he often does over on the A side. Dennis has got himself snuck in here. He's managed to creep his way through the smoke. I don't think they realise he's in on sight so close. Flusher position, but remember Crims is there. Now they know he's there. He pops around, doesn't manage to get one, tries to get the second. This time they will open up the site. It's Spitty actually that manages to get both of those kills. Olafmeister though, dropping through checkers, through the smoke, unseen. Oh, he has to land the shot. It's not going to work out. Next spun around, got himself a team kill on Spitty, but the damage was done and Pronax is now the last man standing. He's just going to step himself away and keep his rifle safe. And that is going to be the first round on the board for Penta. So it's took them a couple of bites of the cherry, but they have finally managed to make it count for honestly sneaky play through smokes.
Yeah, they had Fnatic had 3 towards B. One JW was in the vent, and Flusher and Crims were both in the side. So you'd probably say they should have won that round because they let T's get really close, which is perfect for their crossfire. But they just didn't make the frags they had to.
Well, Pronax is certainly making the frags. He got 3 at the end.
That's so important right there.
Oh, they managed to save the AWP, but taking 3 rifles out of the hand for that exit. Wow, that was not exactly what Penta had planned in the first round they've just won. They have got enough to buy back up though, but it's not going to be the full grenade set that they would have liked.
It's going to be interesting to see if Fnatic are a little bit more aggressive here. They have brought up the double AWP, so this means that they can play 1 AWP at each site quite safely, and they can have a bit more focus on mid. And here's Olaf aggro B again.
And that's going to be Olaf opening up the account. Dennis is going to come around the side. Does get himself one on Crystal. JW, the other AWP, of course. He's over on A side, holding that all on his own. He's got a little bit of support, of course. Pronax just around that A side. Dennis, though, pops around, gets himself Olafmeister down, and that may be enough information. Let's see if the rotate happens. You do see them pushing through vents. They've got 2 members here, Fnatic, in and around this vents area to push on through and cover this B side. They haven't dropped down. Flusher does. And this fake has worked out well for Penta.
If you look towards B right now, you can see 3 CTs pushing aggressively here, and JW is still solo warping A. So it's a massive risk from Fnatic here, but it seems to be paying off. They know it's going to be A or at least middle.
Oh, if Pronax comes around right now, he's going to catch 4 of them with their backs to them. Instead, Spitty will check the angle, does turn around, checks there's anyone lurking. Flusher will get himself one though and trade. It is Nex and Troubley in a 2-on-3 situation there. How are going to get the bomb plant down? But Flush is already close by. Nex goes down. Now it's a 1-on-3. JW and Flusher should be able to hold this one off, trying to use the smoke to his advantage. He's going to get pushed out of the site. I'm not sure he's going to be able to keep this one away. He's going to have to save.
He's finding the ult, which is good, and give him a weapon for next round, but they might force buy. Their money's going to be pretty average, but with that AWP, we'll see if they try something a bit different. They lost the duel early against Olaf at B, but picked it up, and Dennis was able to take him out. Should definitely be a save round here from Penta. Two of their players don't have any kills. Nex and Crystal both on 0.
You need players to get themselves up, especially looking at Nex and Crystal. Ironically, were the two top fraggers. Crystal, the second highest rated, I think, yesterday, or third highest rated player through the matches. Nex was the highest fragger for them on Inferno just a moment ago, so need those players to start getting some kills. Crystal with the AWP really has to try and open his account here, because there's 3 Tech 9s in the hands of Penta along with that P250. They did manage to get head armor on Troubley, so they forced as much as they can here. Troubley is about to push through, goes sneakily through that smoke. Dennis unseen, will be Pronax down, and they have opened up this A site.
Crystal was extremely late then on A main, and it kind of caught Pronax off guard, who had pushed in.
Flusher flicks around, gets himself one of those shots. Just expected JW. Oh, Troubley could have got himself a hatful there. Will get himself one. Flusher, the last man standing. He's only got 12 health left. Speedy will close that one out. That will be a solid round from Penta. Remember, that was just Tech 9s and an AWP at the start of that round, and they closed it out well. Maybe, just maybe, they need to start playing a little faster against Fnatic.
I definitely think a few aggressive strategies here, catching, we're seeing an eco from Fnatic. Yeah, this could be a turning point right here. Fnatic have to eco. This is going to give Penta maybe a foothold in the game. But if they can keep it fast on those gun rounds, it will catch Fnatic off guard for early round at least.
See where they go. It's going to be a 3-man stack on B, 2 on A, but it's the mid that's been left open, and Crystal already up against those vents with Troubley. 3 members taking mid control from Penta, and Penta really can go anywhere they like now.
It's going to be a gamble here on which side they decide to go, because they have stacked, Fnatic has stacked the B site, and we have Pronax over at A by himself. They did this a lot on Inferno as well. The riflers stacked the site, and Pronax, just the caller, went on his own. I think maybe he might feel he has a better sense of where to tell his players to go mid-round.
Well, Pronax has pushed up pretty aggressively on A as well, up in A main. So he's got all the information he needs that they're not coming towards him, but they are instead going straight up that mid. You can see Crims hasn't been able to get a look around there. They're just expecting something to come. They know that they've given up that mid because they've not stacked any player there, and I think it's Spiddy that's just rattling the shots off and keeping them busy over on that B side. You can see he's just around the side there. And that bomb going down, that's going to signal it. Dennis is there to cover it off. Spiddy going to pick them all off. This should be like shooting fish in a barrel. Pronax is the last man over in A main, just hoping to get some exits.
He was the only guy near the bomb site where the bomb's planted, and he's the last alive.
Probably not looking. Will spin around, and he will get taken down. That's enough that Pronax wanted to do. If he can get that AK and run away, he will be happy, and that's exactly what he's going to go for. He's going to run straight into Troubley, I think. Sorry, Spiddy just around the side, who will close out the round. So 6-4 for Penta. They do get themselves another round on the board, and this is starting to shape up to be a pretty decent T-side. 6-3, sorry.
To have won 3 rounds, and their kills are quite low again. It seems like another game of saving, but JW, in contrast to the last game, he hasn't an impact. He's only had 2 kills so far, and his last game I think he ended up with about 28 or something over the course of the match. So hopefully he can step it up and get involved.
To be fair, they've actually kind of been avoiding you.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, they keep away from the A side, but once again, we're seeing Penta with full mid control here. Olaf is going to get smoked off. You can see 3 members already pushed on through. And now, of course, that gives them the option to go where they like. The bomb is in mid. Troubley has that on him. Not anymore as he tosses it into the corner. But we can see a little bit of pressure over A main. JW holding close with the Mag 7, hoping that someone dares to open that door. But instead it's Dennis who's coming up with the AWP just around the corner. I tell you what, if JW was to swing around and have a look, he's got a very good chance at taking Dennis down. Doesn't matter, Pronax will. Didn't see him there. And well, we didn't see a great deal, that's for sure. JW, oh, not quite going to get Spitty down. Gets him down to 11 health. Nex and Spitty are the only men standing. Nex is going to have to go big.
That's unlucky.
They are just not catching any angle there. And Fnatic played that one brilliantly.
We're going to see, yeah, it's another gun round here from Penta. They need a few more rounds. I think if they want to be able to take this match out, they're going to need to get at least 6 on the T side. It is probably just a CT bias map, maybe a 9-6, 8-7 kind of half. But if Penta can get 5, I think they'll probably be 5 or 6. They'll be happy with that.
Well, JW preferring to go with that Mag 7 once again. Olofmeister smoking out, and that grenade's going to be on point actually.
There's the aggression that they need.
Oh, Dennis is actually caught out. They know he's in vents. Flusher's putting a lot of shots down towards him. But it is going to be a 3-man drop through the vents straight away. Penta piling in there. Flusher trying to keep them at bay. Olofmeister up on high. Flusher spraying down Crystal. And now it's a 3-on-2. As JW follows Penta through those vents. Comes back around the side. Finds trouble. Spitty was also taken down. And Penta did try and speed things up. They tried that fast push through vents. But Fnatic read them all too easily.
All over them there. They really didn't want them to get into B. They had 3 players towards the B site when they thought it was going to be a B hit, and they just didn't let them anywhere near that bomb site.
Well, Fnatic, remember, did take the first map. They were 16-8 on Inferno. If you missed that one, if you just joined us, it is 8-3 currently. As you can see, for Fnatic on the CT side, their side choice, Penta's map choice. And Penta really need to get themselves on the board, but with a Deagle and P250s, I don't fancy their chances. JW going aggressive, finds himself the early frag, and immediately that molly is going to follow through, spray on through the smoke. Just trying to keep them down. Next will drop. Last man Troubley does have the bomb, but unless he pulls off some miracle play, he's going to get quickly taken down.
I'm not sure if it's Fnatic's confidence growing, making them more aggressive, or if Penta is just getting down on themselves and Fnatic are making all the shots while they're just too concerned with the dwindling amount of rounds left to play with.
Well, I mean, if you were to look back across Fnatic's games on Cash, you would often see JW, who has just picked up the AWP now, often pop flashing himself out on that A main. We'll see whether he does it. No, he's going to go in towards the mid once again, so clearly feeling that mid control is required. Dennis is about to boost straight into the crosshairs of JW. And that is exactly what they needed. Well, Olofmeister playing up close, trying to get the drop. Doesn't quite get himself a second as Nex replies. But immediately that's put a gigantic dent into Penta's attack. And now they're down to 2 members already.
It's not looking good for them this round. They do have 2 Fnatic players that are low on
Ooh, unlucky. JW actually on sandbags, pushed on through the smoke there, Spitty. That's going to take it down to a 3-on-2. Now, Pronax is only on 15 health. So it's not beyond the realms of possibilities, but Spitty and Crystal are going to have to sync up on this one and make their move together. That's exactly what they're doing. They're going to push up, maybe go up short towards A, which is where Pronax is hiding over on that quad. But he's got the support of Crims on the truck. And this is such an important round, I feel, for Penta.
If they can time this right and get in Pronax's face while Crims is looking the other way towards the mid connector, they will be able to kill Pronax without him probably getting a frag, which is what they need to even this up.
They've split up. They've split up the angles. Crystal's got to be careful. He's got Crims off to the left. He's going to go... Is he going to go up, or is he going to try and boost himself? Really could do with the support. I don't understand why they've split across. Oh, I do, because they tried to draw the attention, but it wasn't enough. Now Spitty with Flusher. Flusher will hold his angle and cover his sight. It's one of the interesting decisions. I mean, when you're in that situation, they clearly, you could see what they were doing. They wanted to try and draw the attention to A, make everyone rotate and get the bomb plant at B, but when it backfires that horribly, you got to think, okay, should we have just stuck together?
Yeah, well, there's always hindsight.
That's a bit of a problem.
It's
great for us to see it.
Yeah, we see exactly what's going on, but they probably should have stayed together, especially in a 2v3. They would have been able to at least trade and maybe give them a chance in the round.
Well, as it is now 10-3, and this has started to look a very good half for Fnatic. Troubley manages to get one down, but Flusher will reply with that grenade. He's going to get rushed down, and Ironically, it seems to be the pistols that seem to work well for Penta. Pronax does pop through vents, gets himself one, and now the retake is on here. Pronax gonna hop through with that flash. Oh, didn't quite see him. Troubly looking the other way. Pronax gets himself another, gets himself a third on the board. And now in a 1-on-3 situation. Next gets one. Is this possible? He's got a second one coming around the side. Oh, Olafmeister kills himself in the flames there, but with the grenade, sorry. But the defuse will come, and that's going to be 11-3. And honestly, a fantastic half now for Fnatic.
Fnatic don't even look that happy. Like it's okay. We're getting through round by round. Going to see full guns this time from Penta. We're on the 15th round, and they finally have Molotovs, full smokes, and they're going to be able to execute a proper strat. So if they win on this one, they probably should have saved a bit earlier.
Well, the double AWP from JW and Olaf as well. JW is going to go aggressive. He's about to pop around there. There's the pop flash to go for, and he will land the frag on Dennis straight away. Backs away to Forklift. The rest of the team try and push on, but he gets Crystal down as well. Can he go for the triple? Troubly just off the side, caught a glimpse of his arm there. Pronax, doesn't matter, he's going to take him down. And well, Penta's attack has been decimated before it even began. It is just Nex and Spitty who are trying to create something over on the B side.
Goes completely against what I was saying. Doesn't matter how many nades and flashes they have, you can't stop JW.
And actually, it's the first time as the CT half, you know, after 15 rounds, we see him finally going with that aggressive play with that AWP. It's something that actually, when I've been watching demos back of Fnatic, he does quite regularly on this cash side, but instead Nex and Spidey will open themselves up. Crimson's Olafmeister down. Flusher's just going to peek in towards top. Nex isn't looking at the angle. They're expecting something from CT, but instead it will be Flusher up on high. Did he just beneath? They're pushing it from every angle. They will close in. And that's exactly what you're going to do in a 3-on-1 situation. Come from every angle. 12-3 is a solid CT half from Fnatic here on cash. It was Penta's map choice, remember. And of course Fnatic's side choice.
They need pistol again, Penta. Said it last map, we'll say it again. They need pistol to be in this game. Otherwise, if Pronax ended up on top of the scoreboard, it's always good to see an in-game leader at the top.
Well, that is certainly for sure, but the pistol round and the CT side, remember of course it was, I believe, actually looking back, yeah, it was Fnatic that won that one. It took 5 rounds before Penta finally picked something up in the 6th, and Troubly has been the man causing problems, it seems, when he opened up sights. You got to think, actually, see him on the screen here. He did manage to get that triple kill in the wrong round, but he only got 7 kills overall, so despite the fact that the rounds they won was when he went big, maybe they just need that man to get a couple more on the board.
One of them they won as well, I think, was an eco where they had the Tech 9s and they'd saved a weapon for the round before, so their gun rounds were very weak. They didn't put up too much of a fight to Fnatic, who were just solid all over the map. They had a bit of trouble towards the B site when there was a few splits, but otherwise they were really strong and played a really good CT half.
You can see Devil Walk sat there behind Fnatic, and I had the chance to have a good chat with him for a good half an hour before this match actually got underway, and he was talking about how Fnatic have changed things up. They now got themselves an analyst as well, so they actually have Pronax, Devilwalk and the analyst all watching demos, and it's something I was talking to him about. It's like, the fact is, you think back maybe CSGO probably a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, you had NIP at the top of the tree, everybody just watched NIP. Well, now you've got 4 major winners all looking to get through the quarterfinals. They've got so many games to watch. There's just so much CSGO that they have to keep their eyes on. And you don't really know who you're going to come up against. Obviously, Penta is someone they were expecting, because, you know, they would be looking at the groups and thinking, okay, we're probably going to be a #1 seed. Who is likely to be the #2? So they would have researched these teams.
Oh, definitely. And I think you're exactly right there. There's so much Counter-Strike to watch. There's so much Counter-Strike being played now, and you need those extra eyes. You take the load off your star players, and you have people outside of the game doing the hard work.
Yeah, meanwhile, of course, you just unleash the likes of JW onto the world. Flusher, though, is the man that's pushing up. He's the one single man. Olafmeister's already opened up his account as he comes leaping through with that Tech 9 once again in the pistol. Does finally get taken down by Troubly, but the damage has been done.
JW has picked it straight up.
Straight back on towards it. It's a 4-on-1 situation, and next, well, almost an unwinnable situation. as they have themselves the A site covered off. The bomb, however, was going to be, it doesn't matter.
Didn't need to plan it.
Not even going to get their plant down. Flusher ends things for them. Oh, got the plant as well, just to pick up that little bonus. But 13-3 score, and with that pistol round finish, you've got to feel that may well be the nail in the coffin for Penta.
Their confidence is so high right now, Fnatic. I don't think Penta can get out of this mental hole that they've probably put themselves in. You're almost reciting yourself to the fact you are going to lose versus the best team in the world, 13-3 down on Cash. It's really tough.
Somewhat demoralising, and that's when we see teams maybe making changes. Of course, Penta made a change coming into this tournament just a week ago with Troubley coming through there. Crims popping through Squeaky immediately, opening up his account. Will get replied, Speedy will get one, but look, straight away, they follow through with the revenge frag. Pronax just about almost catching his teammate Olafmeister there. A couple of shots in the back, just a couple of love taps maybe, but Troubley, he's in a 1v4. He's got himself that single AK-47 wrestled out of the hands of JW, and he's going to try to save it as best he can, but looking at 14-3 likelihood in this one. Does manage to get himself one. Anything else will be a bonus as Flusher peaks. He gets himself a second. This is not a bad start for Troubley here. If Pronax pushes on his position, a little bit unseen, he may get a third out of the hands, but at this stage, 14-3, 2 rounds already on the T side. You've got to feel Pronax actually may find this one. Uh-oh. Comes around, yes he will. That's going to be the AK away. And Fnatic now in full control of Penta and looking to make themselves another pass in towards the semi-final of the major.
Fnatic only dropped 10 rounds in the group stages, and so far they're in the quarterfinals. They've only dropped, I think it's 11. So pretty convincing wins.
It was 16-8, so actually even less. Yes, yeah, 11. No, I can't count.
That's right.
That's why you're the pro player.
Yeah.
Gotta count those rounds, man. Troubley gonna push out here, trying to go aggressive, but Flusher was already waiting for this one. You've got to see these players, and you see them setting up. They knew that there's going to be a pistol, and they were already expecting that rush around the corner. When you're holding angles like that, you just think, how much have they researched this team? How much are they expecting from everything that Penta throw at them? Because Fnatic seemingly are catching them off guard, but Denison next got kills, and this pistol round has suddenly turned into a fantastic round for Penta. But Olafmeister, he's still alive, expecting Crystal or Troubley to come around. Look at that, already trying to get a bit of wallbang there. He's got the Tech 9 as well. It's double trouble from Olafmeister, that's for sure. Grenade will go out, he's going to find one, he gets Spinny down. Can he go bigger? Dennis is going to get found. Oh! Well, perhaps he should have stuck with the AK. Who knows? Who knows? Could have gone for that reload. But it's a round on the board for Penta, and it's a round they absolutely need, and they're going to need a hell of a lot more of those. 12 more to go to keep Fnatic from knocking them out of this tournament.
Not taking anything away from Penta's good kills that they made then, but I think Fnatic got a little bit ahead of themselves. They just rushed in when they knew that the pistols were close and tried to make frags that it just didn't work out for them. Maybe taking it a bit slower and calming down and going, alright guys, we're 2 rounds away from the semis would have been a great decision.
Well, you say that, but they do have Tech 9s, and they may well actually speed things up with this one. We'll see how it works out. I did manage to get to talk about the Tech 9s with Devilwalk, and he was talking about how Fnatic have themselves changed their strategies based around that and actually going for those quick plays with it. Next, getting caught out by the molly there, that grenade. Well, managed to find its target, not doing as much damage as perhaps it could have. JW trying to rattle those shots through the smoke.
Big shot.
Olafmeister will get Crystal and Dennis. And well, that is the mid-controlled wrestled away from Penta. Now in a 2-on-5 situation here. Crims gets himself another. Troubley, the last man standing. He's caught out. CT side. They do get him down though. JW is dropped, and so often it seems that Troubley is the last man standing for Penta.
I don't even know what he needs to do here. If he saves his teams, they've got match point. If he goes for it, well, he's probably going to force buy again next round anyway, so it looks like he probably will save. Even the exit frags that don't matter at this point with the scoreline the way it is.
Well, Olafmeister not going to work out for him this time. Perhaps he should have stuck with that Tech 9, but Troubley will rescue himself an AK. He's going to get a Flusher come around the side. That's a triple. Can he go for the quad? Oh, not quite going to happen. Crims will get the reply. And now it is match point for Fnatic as they move to 15-4.
fully brought up again. Let's see if they can win this one with the rifles.
Well, Penta's rounds have been with pistols.
Yep.
That's where
Most of their 4 rounds.
I'm pretty sure all 4 rounds
Yeah.
are from the pistols. So maybe whatever they do, that aggression they bottle up for the pistol rounds, they maybe need to make use of. Dennis is the sole man with an M4. There is a FAMAS for Crystal as well, but already it's Olaf Moster making tracks towards A site, but he is the only man. You can see JW trying to get those shots down. Next taken down to just 9 health, Troubly on 15.
The aggression from Dennis here pushing Squeaky Door is going to give them a lot of early information. The CT should be able to stack B.
Yeah, he's managed to get himself all around the side. They know that Olaf Meister is just up the side, so he's simply on a fact-finding mission right now, Dennis. He could easily sneak around the back of them, but they're aware that there's a lot of people over at the B side. Crims just looks away at the wrong instant, goes for the weapon change. Dennis gets himself a second. Flush is going to peek around. He'll get himself a third, and that is a huge, huge play from Dennis. I think he came all the way from Squeaky there, all the way around the back of them. And now it's just Olaf Meister on Pronax for Fnatic.
Olaf's the danger man here. He's in a really good position to pick up some frags. Between 2 CTs, he could catch someone off guard.
That is the 4K for Dennis. And will they risk it? I don't think they'll risk trying to even force him on the ace here. They want to just take him down. They know where he is. They just pop it right aside. They give it to him.
Correct,
It is the ace for Dennis.
Absolutely
And
sensational.
that is absolutely what Penta needed.
Now they just need to do that another 10 times.
Just another 10 times. That's all they're going to do. What is it about pistol rounds for Penta? Who knows? Love to check back on the demos and see exactly what they do differently. And it's maybe just that aggression. Maybe the angles are not helping for them. But Dennis this time has got himself the AWP after that play. Maybe well rewarding himself. And it looks like he's going to find himself some Fnatic members already pushing up. Doesn't go full on aggression JW style, but will get himself a good angle. JW himself is, as you can see, pushing up close. Flusher goes around the side there, tries to peek, didn't notice that JW was nearby, and now Crim's popping around Squeaky. He's in trouble. He's going to get pinned down. He will get one. Can he get the second? He will. JW goes down. Now he's got the support that he needed, and just like that, Penta get themselves around on the board.
I didn't think help was ever coming. He was stuck in his own for a while there. I didn't think they were coming to help him.
Like sometime soon, guys. Sometime soon. That was the shot, because you feel Crim's almost had him down there, down to 12 health. But he hung on.
Here's the Tech 9s. 5 Tech 9s from Fnatic. This is the round. The Rec 9.
Just 2 head armor. That's all they've gone with for Olaf and Crims. We'll see how it works out. A couple of flashes and 1 smoke for Olaf. It seems that A site is going to be the focus target. There's the flashes going over towards quad site there. Speedy is going to get caught out, but they are defending deep on this one. So they're expecting something like this from Fnatic. Pronax has got himself in towards that quad site. Crims will get the bomb plant down. It is only Olaf that's gone down to Crystal. That smoke paying dividends at keeping them away from that bomb site as they try to rattle the shots through the smoke. Flusher doing what he can, gunning, running and gunning. Crystal will go down. Everybody is actually pretty low on Penta. This is quite doable by Fnatic. And look at JW. He's rotated. He's got himself around the back. He gets himself one, gets himself a second. Troubly now gets himself 2 as well. And JW is the last one standing. But he's got another. He's got a stick on this one. JW is going to run for it. He's going to get it down. But JW will get himself the 4K. But the round is picked up by Penta with the defuse. Wow. This is definitely on the knife edge for Penta, no doubt about that.
Yeah, when the ecos are that hectic, you got to really worry about what's going to happen on the gun round.
The ecos have been what it's all about for both of these teams now. Crystal with the AWP this time around, but JW himself has picked one up. We'll see if he goes for a boost, whether he tries for any aggressive play. It looks like it may well be that boost in there. Oh, look at this. It's a boost on the van, actually. At the back there, on top of Pronax. Up on high, trying to look at the coils, but nobody showing for them. Flusher, meanwhile, has got himself one on Dennis.
Somebody's just there at the box.
Didn't land it. Yeah, going to try for it, not going to happen. They have got themselves 2 already stacked up around Squeaky, though, so Fnatic already in position. Crims keeping himself busy, trying to get rats and rattles. Look at Olaf Meister. Spit his head. It is not going to be long with this world. And now this A site. They've got to rotate. The rotate's already on from Penta, but is it going to be quick enough? Because Fnatic are looking to make the play. That smoke out should slow them down just enough You can see one's already back on site. Oh, trouble, he already dropped though. So now it's down to a 5-on-2 situation for Penta to stay in this game. JW does go down. Crystal tries to find one, is not going to get the no-scope down. Next he's going to drop, and that is Fnatic going through to the semi-finals. 16-8 on Inferno, 16-7 on Cash.